EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got it. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
He's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Not a productive opening drive, 3 and out, and more struggles for a team really that hasn't won a game in a long time.
It can be really discouraging for everyone else on the team, especially the guys on the other side of the ball that have to trot out there and see a little more futility in this losing streak. So I know coaches who look at these situations and say to themselves, let's be aggressive. Let's go for it right here and try and turn our fortune around.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
quick toss by Goff is complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Out to his left. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. After the run, Goff going to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams, it's a fake. They'll try and throw forward. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate the right frame.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly, and oftentimes on the move, when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And your speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. And the Rams defense defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. After the run, Newton going to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
This is caught inside the 15. And we'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. A shotgun snap for goal. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
It is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a run with Akers. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Akers. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Loss of a yard brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2, gone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
He was brought down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. Complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're trying to find Sharp, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams. Touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Rams 30, Jaguars 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A pass complete here to Conley. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams. They don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on second down. Minshew, and he completes it to Westbrook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Flushed out right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gardner Minshew as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty.
13.
Team for the Rams able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Brings up second and 10.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. To throw is gone. finding Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run this with Akers. And he's got room. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Henderson. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
The tackle made.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now Goff. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
38.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
The 2-point conversion.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. Then she's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
19. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. On the return is Henderson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going up top for Kupp. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jared Goff sacked.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll run for it with Akers. They'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a
rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
27-yard line. 2 yards.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
The Jaguars on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. This is Mostert. But able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
15 line. 15 line. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
That's caught at the 1. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And it drops down incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Out of the gun. Gone. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And some room to roam now. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Goff going to throw it. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. This is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call it?" He just waved the hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for L.A., they move back over 500 at 7-6. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.